to repeat that again. So basically what you want to do is assume this position where your legs are slightly apart, one foot slightly in front of the other. You're going to take your hoop, put it around your waist, and then hold it in a horizontal position with your hands at the back, and then you're going to turn to one side and then you swirl it. Yeah? And don't mind if you don't get it right the first time, the first day. I mean, practice makes perfect. You always keep doing it over and over and over till you're very comfortable with it. So yeah, that's basically it. When it falls, you go back up. How are you doing back there? So hi everybody, and welcome to another week on the mental sphere with me, Dr. Nyamute. So welcome to part 2 of this discussion, where we're going to discuss about the challenges that are faced by those who have taken up mother figures in a child's life. That could be a child that has either been bereaved or one that has been abandoned. So these mother figures could either be an aunt, a grandmother, a stepmother, a cousin, or an elder sibling, or a younger sibling, and even fathers sometimes are forced to take up mother roles. So the first challenge we're going to talk about is grieving, and this can occur when there's been bereavement or a divorce or a separation, and the father is left with the responsibility to take care of the children. And it's very necessary that the father goes through the whole grieving process first by themselves, so that they can be able to also guide the child to also understand what has just happened. Why is mommy no longer here? And such questions: when is mommy coming back, if mommy is ever going to come back? And it's very necessary that they understand and accept it themselves first, so that they can also be able to guide the child and to also grieve and also understand what is going on depending on the age of the child. That is very necessary. Another challenge that can be there is work-life balance, and this is very important, particularly because unlike motherhood, where a lady is pregnant and delivery and the first 3 months you have maternity leave and you're just trying to figure out a day at a time how to just balance and adopt everything in it. This is a responsibility that's thrown at you like all of a sudden, like pop, from nowhere, and you have to figure out how to just place in every bits and pieces of your life together to fit into a schedule that will work for you without causing you a lot of emotional distress or emotional disturbance. And this is very important, so that you are able to give your best at work and give your best at home without getting into a mental breakdown. So the next challenge that is particularly important is setting boundaries. And this is very necessary because you want to balance and weigh the scale, where you want to be loving and be nurturing and being kind and providing for the child, as well as on the other side, where you want to bring out a responsible human being who will be a responsible person in the society. And it comes very much in handy, especially during the adolescent years, the teenage years, where there's a lot of mood swings and mood fluctuations, and you want to set a space where there's responsibility and there's respect, but you also don't want to be too much on this individual, such that they are self-doubting themselves and their confidence is lost because you're also being extremely too much. So what things can we do to help fight these challenges or combat these challenges? So first, in cases of bereavement, we want to make sure that you, as the mother figure in this case, have taken time to grieve the loss that has just happened, and you also need to take time to help the child, depending on their age, just understand what has happened and the grieving process, and depending on how much they can handle, you can also help them through the grieving process. If they're a bit too small to understand that, you just come up with ways in which you can help them deal with the absence without making it emotionally traumatizing for them. So the next thing is you want to create a work-life balance. And this is very important, particularly because many of us carry our frustrations from work and bring them home. And you're bringing it to very unsuspecting individuals who do not deserve any of that. They've done nothing, and you're just basically carrying all your disappointments and your negative energy from work and bringing it at home. It will create a very negative environment which will not be very thriving for the child. And the other thing when it comes to work-life balance is just to create time to spend together. And you can do this by doing an activity that is comfortable for both of you, and you can actually engage in an activity that the child likes, and just making them feel encouraged in developing this skill that they find so fun and enjoyable for them, and just making them feel appreciated in all sense. So you just want to avoid negative comparisons, negative attributions, bringing about negative traits that the mother had and telling them that they're displaying the same traits. It's extremely, extremely, extremely unnecessary, unacceptable, and unwarranted, for real. Just tell them how you are portraying yourself in this manner. I really don't like it. I don't appreciate it, and I'd prefer if you were this way or this way. Yeah. And so, as we mentioned, particularly with the teenage years, you want to make sure that you set boundaries, and healthy boundaries. And since they are much bigger, it may be beneficial if you set these boundaries together. And there are rules and sort of repercussions should they go off or veer off those boundaries that you have set apart together. Next, you want to support and encourage them as much as you can. This could be through their academics, through other extracurricular activities that they have, a skill that they're trying to develop. Just encourage them and just be that energy, be that light, be that hope for them that things actually do get better and the world is not just a sad and empty place. And if the other children in their home, you want to try and avoid making them feel that they're not part of the family, particularly if these other children are not from the mother or not related to them. You want to make them feel as part of you as possible altogether. All in all, just take the time to enjoy the moment that you're growing together as a family, as one, and you're doing an amazing job, and continue doing an amazing job that you are doing. And I wish you happy Mother's Day to each one of you, whatever role that you have adopted in this child's life. And to all the mothers in the building, all the mothers watching this, I wish you a happy, happy, happy Mother's Day. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.